If you've got a Wrangler JL, chances are you've seen the other JLs rolling around with the LED turn signals from the factory in the fenders, and they look real good. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve that same look at a fraction of the price. So let's get started. So for the most part, there's only two tools you need to do this job. You need an 8mm socket. You can use a ratchet, you could use a impact or a drill like this one, and you need a pry tool because we've got some plastic clips we need to get rid of. So starting with the plastic clips, there's one right here. Here's the first clip. There's another one right here, and I apologize you can't quite see it, but if you feel for it, it is up there. Then we've got these two little 8mm head bolts here. One right there, one right there. Now we're able to peel this liner back and access our turn signal. Right here. So, push the liner back, go ahead and grab onto the base of the turn signal bulb, twist out just like so. There we have it. So, we've made it this far. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you bought a Jeep that didn't have the LED turn signal package. Maybe the color was right, maybe the deal was right, you picked up a Sahara or a Sport and you didn't quite get that front LED turn signal. No problem. We found the exact bulb that replicates how that turn signal acts from the factory. So this Armor Series switchback bulb from GTR Lighting is going to give you a white running light when you're driving down the road, just like the sweet Rubicon package, the upgraded Sahara packages, all those different Jeeps. And then when you hit your turn signal, it's going to flash a bright amber. So you've got the sweet LED package at a fraction of the price. Now, in order to make everything work properly, we're going to need to install a resistor. And the reason we have to do that is this bulb from the factory pulls a certain amount of current, and the computer sees that and everything works just fine. These LED bulbs, everyone knows they're so much more efficient than the incandescent bulbs that we've had for years and years. If you just pop this in there, the computer doesn't know how to react to it. It'll hyper flash, it'll act like a bulb's out, you'll get a warning in the dash, and you don't want any of that. So we found a resistor that works well with these Jeeps, and it doesn't get super hot like some of the other resistors on the market today. And the reason you want that is you're putting this in a plastic fender. You don't want to melt your fender at all. So pop the bulb in just like the original one came out. Install the bulb just like so. You can hear that click in there real nice. Some of the cheaper bulbs on the market today just almost fall out of these. I've had to fish them out of headlights before. It's the last thing you want. So go ahead and install that bulb right back into that socket that it came out of. Twist it clockwise to lock it in place. And then we just have to do our resistor. And we just got done doing a long video on resistors, how they work, how they function, how to hook them up, and basically everything you need to know about testing wires and everything like that. So if you've got any questions on this process, by all means check that video out. It's going to answer everything for you. I've already tested these wires off camera. The wires we're attaching to today on this side, on this particular Jeep, are the white, green, and the black wires. This resistor comes with T-taps, and you can use those if you want. I prefer to solder them. It's completely up to you. Soldering just produces a better connection in my opinion. So here's our two wires that we're working with, and I've used a bungee cord to hold this liner back so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to reach in here with this automatic wire stripper and just bare these wires back like so. So you can see they're exposed now. If you're doing the T-taps that these things come with, you don't need to do this step. You can just crimp them on and be done with it, but like I said, I'm soldering them. I'm going to take one wire coming from the resistor, wrap it around my white with green. That is my positive turn signal wire. And like I said, I've already tested this off camera. If you have any questions on that, check out our resistor video. We've got it all documented for you guys. And then the other wire coming off the resistor goes to the black ground wire here, going to the turn signal. Like I said, this is for the driver's side of the vehicle. Passenger side's likely different. As far as wire colors go, you really should test it. There we go. I'm going to throw some tape on them just to keep them from, you know, shorting out or getting corroded or anything like that. So now that we're all wired up, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this to this plastic brace right here. That should be nice and out of the way, and it shouldn't really touch anything. Like I said earlier, these do get warm. So I've made a loop with a zip tie around this brace, and I'm just going to hook this resistor in there. And honestly, that should work just fine. It's not really gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna cinch it up just a little bit more, but that should do the job. Go ahead and tidy up the wiring and put your flare back together. As you can absolutely tell, what an awesome upgrade. And honestly, you saved a ton of money by not getting that LED package. You can put it right back into a bumper and winch. Maybe you want a lift for your Jeep. Maybe you need some brighter headlights. We've got those figured out too. Visit our YouTube channel. We've got a ton of stuff planned for this Jeep. We'd be happy to show it to you. Thanks for watching.